Hello, listeners. You're listening to yet another edition of the Wolfe and Thorn podcast, coming to you direct from our kitchen table down here in Tasmania into your ear holes. My name is CC Thornley, and I play the old banjo.
And I'm Emily Wolfe, and I play the fiddle.
So most of you have been listening. We're up to season 3. This is what, episode 5, 6? I don't know. I haven't been counting.
I don't know. I think it's 5.
Yeah, it's been a bit crazy.
Yep.
Because normally we've been doing them by the week, but this semester, no, stop thinking like
This
a teacher.
year.
Oh my God. This season, that's the correct terminology. This season we've been doing them once a month, but unfortunately this one is late.
Yep.
Why is this late, Emily? Why is it late?
Don't look at me like it's my fault. You're the one that's working.
Yeah, it's true.
And I'm
also,
working too.
We had
It's been a bit crazy. We've had Dark Mofo.
It's Dark Mofo. It's peak season here in the dark season in Tasmania.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had a lot of gigs, a lot of other rehearsals, and just a little bit busy.
And it's amazing how a full-time legitimate job will take away the things that you love from your life.
I told you.
And leave you an empty shell.
I warned you.
A wage slave. You did.
I did.
I was cool with that.
I said, just be wary.
I wanted to see what it was like on the
I
other
sounded
side.
like you going, just boo, you're not careful.
Yeah.
Waving my finger.
It's all true, folks. It's all true.
No, you're coping well. You're doing well.
I'm having a great old time.
I know you are.
Because I've been a self-employed small business musician for quite some time. And
I know.
it's really interesting to see how the other half lives.
I know.
And to be part of that other half and to look at them and go, oh my God, you people are nuts. This is crazy. What you're doing is crazy.
Mm.
But they look at me thinking, you seem a little crazy to us. I'm like,
You are a bit crazy, though. In a good way.
Thanks for the support.
I'm always support.
So that's why we've been late, because we had Dark Mofo gig, and that was huge. That was
good.
Great gig.
That was good fun.
Now, we played the Dark Mofo gig with the legendary Black Swans of Trespass first. And that's Jack Lester on drums, Paul Sharp that we had on last episode, and you and me.
Yep.
It's
Smashed it.
Yeah, we did smash it. We had a huge response.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing I love about these gigs, because Dark Mofo is a time when people from the mainland come over and they see everything Tasmania has to offer during the night time.
Yeah, I know.
And at the gig, what do they do at the end of our gig every time?
I can't. I would love to swear so badly.
You can swear all you want.
No. Oh, they always come up to us and goes, have you ever thought of coming to the mainland? And then they're always really surprised that we're Hobart.
Yeah.
It drives me bloody insane
and
every
yet
time.
We'll go to the mainland and we'll do gigs.
Yep.
And we'll advertise these gigs.
And they don't bloody show up.
We'll make 4 million phone calls to every number listed as a residential number in Tasmania, in Hobart, in Melbourne, in Melbourne. And we'll speak to these people and say, hello, you don't know me, but my name's CC Thornley and I play banjo. And this is Emily Wolfe. She plays violin. We're doing a gig in Melbourne. Is there any day that's convenient for you to come? And not one person shows up. What are you doing, Melbourne? What are you doing? Anyway.
It just really pissed me off because I really want to say to them and just go, just don't be surprised that we're from Hobart. Stop it. It's old now.
It's old.
It's getting old. And I don't want to go to the mainland. I like it here.
It's good here.
Come here and watch us play here.
It's terrible here.
It's really cold.
It's cold. There's no jobs. It's very boring. There's no music. Government banned music. It's just really bad. Don't come to Tasmania. Don't buy houses sight unseen.
I mean,
In fact, if you have bought a house sight unseen, sell it immediately. Leave. Get out. Tasmania is actually sinking into the ocean, and it's not like a lovely warm Gold Coast ocean. It's like the cold ocean with the big sharks, and it's going to happen any minute time.
Yeah,
so if you have bought a property in Tasmania, now's the time to get rid of it.
Get rid of it because sharks going to eat you.
Yeah, just cut your losses, sell it for half of what you paid for, and get out. That'd be awesome if you could do that.
Dark Mofo was fun.
It's always fun.
Minus the mainlanders always come up to you going, so where are you from? Tassie. Really? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Anyway, so that's
You're
what happened.
unleashing some anger there.
The other thing we're late on, so the whole idea of this one we were going to track the course of us recording an album, and that's tanking badly. That's heading over into the ditch. We haven't really done much. I've been extremely rusty. But coming up, we do have some gigs, and these gigs. Oh, sorry, I hadn't finished talking about Dark Mofo. Yeah. The other gig we did was with Jalen Sutcliffe, who was the singer who we had on last week, and we did a little acoustic thing with him, and you can see that on YouTube if you want to. Yep. Just go to the Black Swans of Trespass lockdown sessions, and you'll see him. That's basically what we did. And then on the Mentalist actually closed the festival.
Yeah, how was that?
Massive. Yeah. It was crazy big. It was huge.
Cool. Yeah.
And that was a really cool gig because at the end, when we went home for the next few days, we were seeing all these. Oh, the Mentalists have been mentioned on Instagram. The Mentalists have been mentioned on Instagram.
Oh, really?
So there's all these bootleg videos that people take, because that's the way it goes now with these bootleg videos. So we've sent all those to the police and reported them, expect a letter in the mail.
That's great though.
It was pretty.
I saw the photos. Jalen looked awesome in his white suit.
We had that suit tailor made for Jalen, and so the idea was with the Mentalists, we wear black suits and white shirts, but he wears a white suit and black shirt because he's up the front. Yeah. And I think the contrast it really makes him pop. And now he's got this big afro. It's like
it looks great.
He looks straight out of the 70s, man, or early 80s soul singer, and he kind of is. So that was Dark Mofo. But coming up.
Yep.
We've got some gigs.
We've got next weekend, we're playing for the Huon Valley Midwinter Festival, which happens down at Willie Smith's Apple Shed. We're playing on the Saturday at 2:15.
And when we say we
as in myself and CC Thornley.
That's the actual Wolfe and Thorn. It's actually playing there. What you're hearing in the podcast is
the
what
actual,
we'll
the real deal, bona fide Wolfe and Thorn.
Although it will be... Well, I'll rehearse. I'll practice because I'm feeling a bit rusty. We haven't done a lot of Wolfe and Thorn gigs.
We haven't done a lot of Wolfe and Thorn
gigs.
It's
all been funk and reggae and jazz.
I know, but it'd be nice to do it because, I've missed it. It's been good.
Yeah, and I really do miss playing the trad stuff, And my chops have diminished because I've been playing... I'll tell you what I've gotten really good at.
Busy teaching.
Well, since I've been teaching these young kids, there's one song I'm playing really well at the moment.
Can I make a guess? Is it Black Cat or King Pippins?
No, it's Seven Nation Army.
Oh, Seven Nation Army. Oh, can we stop doing... The kids at my school like that, and I'm just like, can we? Where does this come from? All right.
Well, Seven Nation Army is our, not our generation, but it's the next generation Smoke on the Water.
I know, but isn't White Stripes 70s?
Whereas this one. I did say I was good at it, but I'm better than them at it. But anyway.
Is it White Stripes 70s, 80s?
No,
band?
now. They're a nowies.
They're a nowies?
Well, they're maybe, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, but that's modern and current and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not 70s. He was going for that retro rock thing, but it's the rock anthem of the next generation. And it will be like that for the next 30 years.
I can't wait. Great.
Just like Smoke on the Water was. Yeah.
Great.
So, and as a music teacher, we have performances.
Yeah.
And I have 13 different school bands, and every single one of them is doing Seven Nation Army and nothing else. Anyway, what are we talking about? We've got Huon Midwinter Fest coming up.
Yeah, we do. So that's that Saturday week. And then our next gig's not for a little while, and it's probably more for our listeners, if there are listeners up north of Tassie. Or we have a really special gig coming up in September. September the 18th. It's a Sunday. We're playing in the Ulverston Planetarium, which is pretty exciting. Yeah. It's so I'm not quite sure of how they do it, if there's going to be a light show as we're performing, but it's like in a big dome. And we're doing that. You can buy tickets, I think, if you look it up, the Ulverston Planetarium. You'll find it.
Right.
That's
and that will be the Wolfe and Thorn, you and me.
That is you and me. Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
That's going to be fun. So we've got some things in the pipeline, like not too many things, but enough to keep us busy.
Yeah, keep us, at least stopping us from disappearing into irrelevance.
Yes. And now I remember the thing I was meant to mention to you before. We should look up Mount Roland.
They're at the Mount Roland Festival? Yeah.
They're looking for interest. Maybe we could be interested.
Are they looking for expressions of interest?
Yes, they are.
Did they say that?
Yes.
See, I'm not on Facebook anymore.
No, it was an email apparently.
Oh, I didn't get that.
I didn't get that email. But
you didn't get it either.
No.
You're more folk. You're the folk queen more than I am.
No, but that's. But I still know these things. I have birds telling me coming at my window. That's how I know.
Yeah. You can get medication for that now.
I don't want it.
You like the birds talking to you?
It's fun.
MK Ultra. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Makes me feel semi-normal.
The space Jews are attacking you with lasers.
No, they don't come all the time now. I told them to go away.
Oh, really? Wow, well done.
Yeah. So maybe, who knows? That's later. That's November.
Now, we did have a special guest lined up for this podcast today, but unfortunately, COVID has struck again.
Yeah.
And he has been banished from our presence.
Yeah, that's okay. It's one of those things. Apparently, it's flaring up again, so that's fun.
Yeah, here we go.
Here
Second
we go.
wave, third wave.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've lost how many waves.
They come in sets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there'll be like 2 waves, then there'll be a really big wave. You want to catch the last one. Don't want to catch the first one.
Yes. As a surfer, I understand.
You understand. Catch the first one, you got to deal with the others.
Yeah.
But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, so that was Ben Brinkhoff, and he's actually the bass player. So we'll have him on at another point.
Yeah,
Ben, if you're out there, suck eggs.
No, he doesn't mean that. That's awful.
Of course not. No, I don't mean that. Get well, look after yourself, take it easy. We need you functioning. All right.
Yeah. We need you. Fit and proper.
There's always some selfish, solipsistic reason for us to wish you good. What's the word? Goodwill.
Goodwill.
Goodness. Good things. Goodies.
Good things.
Wish you goodies.
We wish you goodies in a goodie bag. All right. Well, yeah, that's what's been happening.
I'm just drinking your mother's Yosterberry cordial here.
I know. It's
My God.
It's pretty
good. You should bottle that.
We do, and you can buy it on online.
Let me just put in a sound effect here. Say it.
And you can buy it online on, what is it, Wolfe's Berry Farm.
Right.
You can order it.
Yeah. Now, also, if you're listening to this podcast and you don't know who we are, you probably know who the Wolfe brothers are. If you go down to Wolfberry Farm, they usually just ride around on a tractor around the farm and play music all day. So you'll definitely see them.
Yeah, that's totally what happens. Yep, I can vouch for that.
Yeah. And then Emily comes down and the little Disney birds come and tweet messages to her. It's a magical fantasy land.
I can see it now. Yeah. And I'm like Snow White just singing to the birds. Like as
Emily come down and they say, it's the great reset. Tweet, tweet, tweet. It's masks of death. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
It's like Emily's had too many mushrooms again. Talking to
the government can read your mind. Cheap, cheap.
Yep, it's a full-on day at the farm sometimes. It's a full-on day.
Especially in mushroom season, indeed.
Particularly in that. Anyway, let's not go down that road. So we're going to play some tunes, right?
Yeah, let's play some tunes.
We're here for that reason as well.
So we're going to play some tunes, folks, and these are some new tunes. There's only one tune I think we've played before, and there's a couple of others that we've played before that we're going to add with something else.
Yeah.
So this will be full of exciting thrills and spills, given the fact that we're so rusty and these new ones I haven't learnt. We had a little rehearsal before, but I'll be riding off the cuff on this. Yeah. So I can talk to you a little bit about...
Which one do you want to do first?
What I'm thinking. What do you want to do first?
Let's do this one.
Whipsnake in the Pocket. Now, this is our favourite, it's my favourite Steve Gadd tune. Yeah. Well, people say, do you have a favourite? And it just depends on the day.
Yes, totally.
About everything, except for banjo, I guess. I do have a favourite instrument, and that's kind of banjo.
I'm making noises.
Yeah, what? Come on.
Sorry. Finished now. I finished.
Very good.
Yeah, this is Whipsnake in the Pocket, and the story, do you know the story with this one? Because I don't.
We could tell it again, but we have said it before.
Oh, have we? Oh, we've played this one.
Yeah, so there was this fella... And he's knocking around his garden, and he found this little Tasmanian whipsnake, and he put it in his pocket, and he went down the pub, and he's pulling out his snake and showing all the ladies. Did you get that?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay. You didn't react.
Well.
So I thought, did you miss that?
No, I get it. I'm used to it now.
He's whipping out his snake and showing the ladies, and he's making it drink beer and all this sort of stuff. And he didn't feel it because whipsnakes are very small, but they're very poisonous. He's biting his finger. And when he went home, the next morning they found him passed out, frothing at the mouth in someone's front garden because the whipsnake had actually woken up from hibernation because of the warmth of his pocket and bitten the hell out of his finger.
Because they're really poisonous. So that's that story.
That's that story. And so that's what this song's about. But we did speak about that. But it's a live little tune in the key of D major. Has a nice little 2/5 progression in it in there. And now Steve's always putting in these B minors.
Yep.
I'm just going to stomp all over that like I just took a shortcut through your flower bed.
I didn't even see that. Sorry, I thought that was E minor. I haven't got my glasses on. So
E minor's there. That's the 2.
Yeah, I see that.
And A's there. That's the 5. That's the 2/5 progression, folks at home. And then the B minor there, which is the superfluous 6, I call it. It's like, I got this space, I need to put a chord in.
Chuck in B minor?
B minor.
Why not?
Yeah, it's the same as D. No one will notice.
But you notice.
Well, I do, and I choose to ignore it.
Yes. Story of your life.
I did it my way. All right. Now, I was going to play an intro to this, but I'm crap at that, and I haven't quite learned the dots.
Okay, all right.
Well, all I'm doing, because the first 2 notes is an octave of D, so... Yeah. And then it goes into a sort of a B-A thing, so it's like... Yeah. I blew those chords so hard, I'm sorry. But we made it in the end.
We made it in the end.
Yeah. I like chunking down on that D because I can get like on the top of the banjo, I've got the D note, and I've got the F sharp, and I've got the A, and there's the B, the pesky 6.
It's fun. D's fun to like because you can drone for me as well. I can get away with lots of good double stops.
Yeah, right.
It's fun. I do like that tune.
Yeah, it's a fun tune. I like it. It's a nice little rocking tune, and I've really got to apply myself on the dots and learn it. So now that I've got that in front of me, I will make an effort to get those dots because I think the dots would be amazing to play. One of the dots, obviously, I'm saying notes. I've been saying that to people that don't play, and they're like, "What's he talking about?"
Yeah, it's funny when you say dots. Like, what?
The dots that I see. The birds give me dots in my eyes. I read them.
The birds tell me the dots. Follow the dots.
Follow the dots.
But actually, you know, when I came out from classical land to folky land, I didn't understand when they first said dots. I mean, like, I assumed they meant music, but I just the terminology, it was just kind of like
because in classical land they speak like this, but in folk land, speak like this. Yeah, mate.
Well, they don't. You know,
you gotta follow the dots.
In classical land, they wouldn't say dots. They said the music.
Did he say follow the dots?
Yeah. Did you say follow the dots and just go with the flow?
Go with the flow.
Sorry, we'll take.
Anyway, sorry for being racist to you classical people.
No, that's fine.
Or folk people. Sorry for being just the person I am.
You can't help it.
I can't help it, so I'm sorry. Suck it up.
It's how you are.
Yeah. That's how you are.
What? I'm all right.
No, you're like, I'm all right. I'm the best.
I am the best. I give myself gold stars.
Yes, that's the beauty of being a teacher. You can give yourself gold stars.
Give myself all the stars. Go, I'm all right.
Then you realise how meaningless they are. Oh.
No, it's not.
I gave myself an A+, and nobody looked at my report.
I put it up on the fridge so everyone can see.
The report you wrote on yourself, you put up on the fridge.
Yep. Kind of look at it.
I hired a billboard in Elizabeth Street. And I put my report up there with a little photo of myself.
You should. In
fact, out my little Whipsnake. There it is. Look at that, folks.
We should maybe hire a billboard for, Wolfe and Thorn.
You know what? I've been thinking about just hiring random billboards just for stupid things.
Yeah.
Something I really want to do.
They probably might pull you up on that, but...
No, not if you can pay. You can do whatever you like. As long as there's no swears or porn on it, it's fine.
Right.
You can put up whatever you want. So what I was thinking of just, a picture of a bear or something. Or just really obscure things like, do you remember when water was water? I hear those birds again.
It's birds, yeah, they're coming in for a visit.
Emily! Why is she ignoring us?
Yeah, I had a backyard full of 4 magpies this morning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's one of the most delightful things about being in Australia is our Australian magpies.
They're pretty nice. I like them.
They're great.
Great birds. Good conversation.
The magpies? Well, I'll tell you the whole thing because they're very observant. I'll tell you what's happening with all the neighbours if you listen.
Yeah.
Whenever I do the gardening, the magpies swoop in and go, "Oh, you doing a sport of gardening, are you?" I'm like, "Yes, I am, Maggie." So you go, "Oh, any worms?" I said, "Oh, help yourself." Yeah, cool. You're the good neighbour. You don't chuck rocks at us and stuff. And I'm like, "Yes, I am."
So you talk to birds too?
Of course. What do you think I am? An idiot?
No, obviously not. Totally normal.
You missed the eye roll, folks. You missed the eye roll that came with that. To give you context. Shall we play another tune?
Sure, let's do it. We've got a couple of Max Webb tunes. So this one is...
Oh,
This one's kind of new for you. Well, it's newish for me. So
it's brand new for me. I've never played this one before.
You got it around the wrong way. It's this one first.
So she's talking about the dots I have in front of me, ladies and gentlemen. The dots were around the wrong way. I have now fixed that. So I'm going to capo up for this because there's a voicing that I learnt for Joys of Piping. which we have played on the podcast before.
Yep.
So, and I really like, so it's like,
yeah,
which you remember, which is this a nice little sort of ARPA style Bill Keith sort of thing. When I say it's not really Bill Keith, but it's that style on the banjo.
Yep.
That I really enjoy playing, and I really got into this tune when we learnt it. And I haven't really played it a lot, mainly because I've been playing mostly funk and reggae and stuff with my electric banjo.
Yeah.
And I miss it. I miss this tune.
It's a good tune, and I've paired it with another Max Webb tune that's newish for us. It's called The Old Barge, and I don't know really background on this, but they're nice two fun tunes to put together.
I think it's either about
a barge.
It's either about a boat or an ex-wife. Maybe both.
That's a bit rude.
I don't know. Could be right.
Old barge.
So there's the old barge is in the key of D.
I'm gonna think of that every time.
You will. Max, stop playing the pipes.
Oh, dearie me.
So the old barge is in the key of D, which sounds like this.
Yep.
And Joy's of Piping is in the key of A, which sounds like this. And now for those of you students of mine that I forced to listen to this podcast, now is the time to pull out your notebooks and answers questions 7 through to 56 on chapter 2 of your workbooks. And that is D is, what is the relationship between the key of D and the key of A? So we're going from the D into the A, which you could argue going that way is a D, E, F, G, A is a 5.
5.
Going the other way, A, B, C, D is a 4. So there's always this lovely feeling when you put songs together like this as a set. Quite often you'll try and do that with keys, have a nice key moving into another uplifting key. And sometimes it can be the relative minor or major.
Yep.
Sometimes it can be the 4th or the 5th.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's something to look out for when you're playing, kids. Those of you who already know how to do this, well, good luck to you.
Definitely when I pair tunes, I'm always thinking the keys.
Yeah.
When
I write set lists and I'm playing the songs not as a pair, but I always try and think of, I try not to put, if I've got like 3 E minor songs and 2 A minor songs, I'll put them I'll splice them up. So E minor, then we go play A minor, then we play E minor. Not that we're going to run into it, but for some reason, it does seem to have an effect.
It does, because otherwise it just sounds samey all the time, and you lose the listener. So I always find if you have key changes and with sets of tunes, the listener's like, oh, something's happening. Shall we do it?
Oh, God help me. Now, like I said, folks, I just want to give a little caveat here before we start. I've played this song once in my life before, so here we go.
It's pretty new for me too, so we can all go on a journey together.
How are you approaching this tune?
Just gonna do it.
Okay. What sort of pace? What?
Nothing too dramatically fast, but we'll do them twice each.
Twice each, all right.
1, 2, 1, 3.
right, let's look at our notes for that one. What happened when we transitioned? It was a totally different feel.
Well, yeah, I'm swinging them both pretty hard.
And I was playing it pretty straight.
You were playing it straight.
That was my fault.
Yeah.
It's because as I've played this by myself, I really enjoy that. Bit bluegrassy, and not really swung like a, Sorry about that. Should I be like a?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should.
Yeah.
I mean, that's because that's a reason why I picked the Barge tune, because I can swing it and kind of be jumpy, because it jumps a bit like how Joys of Piping does.
Moving up to the gig, I need to work on swinging Joys of Piping.
That's how I was.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's more fun playing it that way. Playing it straight, I just find it a bit...
Straight. Square.
I think because when it's swung, I can enjoy the melody a bit more and sort of really ring it out. That's why I swing it hard. I mean, I probably need to get Old Barge a bit more under my fingers, because I would really like to more be... No, hang on. And then when you go into the Joys of Piping, like it's up there, because it was both a bit slow.
Can we just try the first, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe the first 4 bars or the first 8 bars of Joys of Piping with the swing?
Sure.
Count me in.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
And I'm going.
Yeah. I thought that's what you were doing, because I was like, something sounds weird.
Yeah. Sorry, that was me. The other thing that sounded weird was in the lots of I was went to the A section halfway through the B section.
Yeah, that's all right.
Did you notice that, folks? We play these.
We all notice it.
We keep these mistakes in for you.
Yeah, it's just for your joyful ears.
That's the kind of players we are. Honest.
Yeah, honest.
Slightly crap, but honest. Oh, Emily gave herself an A+. Sorry.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Oh, give you crap.
All right. We've got a couple more tunes to go.
Yeah.
So what do we got? We've got a couple of yours in the thing there. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, some exciting ones. So I'm looking at this one here, Louisa Air. This is another Max Webb tune.
Yep.
So Louisa Air was a bean farmer, and she had a diet predominantly of beans. So
and she talked to birds.
Did she talk to birds?
Yeah.
I don't know anyone down here who doesn't. So this is a song Max Webb called Louisa Air.
Yeah, it's a great tune. Another one that just discovered in the database. Haven't really played this tune before.
Yeah,
I just really like
as Louisa would say, it's a ripper.
Yeah, it's because of the beans.
Because of the beans.
Can't believe I got that. Wow.
I was wondering. I know you're laughing, but I know you haven't got that joke.
No, I
So I'm thinking, is that one of my too obscure jokes?
No, I actually got it.
You got it, yeah.
It's amazing. I think
Louisa Air.
Maybe it's a worry because I've been hanging out with you too much now.
Now, for those of you at home, what I'm referring to is flatulence, and air being a metaphor for flatulence. We don't know who Louisa was. She'd probably be mortified that we're poking fun at her bum. Why not? I don't know these people.
That's right. They're not here.
They're not here. Got to engage with the material somehow.
That's right, because that's what kind of people we are.
Bum jokes.
No.
That's how we...
No, it's not a thing.
What?
It's not. We're not going down that road.
What road?
I'm not even going to say it.
What do you mean? I don't understand. Now you've lost me.
Don't play naive with me. Don't play naive with me, Carlos.
Look, bum jokes, fart jokes, that's the currency of Australian culture.
It shouldn't be, though. We need to move past that.
Being aspirational. God, your mum's Josterberry juice.
I know. Wolfsberry Farm, you can order it.
Wolfberry Farm. Come on down to Wolfberry Farm.
Or if you know me, I could just...
It's a ripper.
If you know me, I could just give you some. For a good price.
I see how it is.
Give
I'll swap you some pickled cucumber for that.
All right.
Yeah, I got a lot of pickled zucchini from last year's season.
Yeah, all right.
That's how we roll down in Tasmania, folks. We don't have a lot to do, so we grow our own produce.
Yep.
And we pickle it and make good out of it, and then we share it amongst ourselves. Because we don't have a lot of money down here.
Because
got a lot of birds, a lot of beans.
A lot of air.
A lot of air. Come on,
a lot of hot air.
That's what they say. That's what they say, though. They say, "Come down for a breath of air."
Mm.
Yeah. Little did they know, it was all full of beans. What is that?
Quick, go back home.
Yeah, get back on the plane, kids.
That's right.
Quick.
Don't come here. Don't come to Tassie. Full of beans and talking birds.
See, now you're just knee deep in my poo and bum jokes.
I know, it's terrible. Now, should have known better.
Yeah, I dragged you down. Don't try and resist. Just accept, and you'll find it goes a lot easier. You find it moves a lot smoother if you don't resist.
I'll fight every step of the way. I'm not going there. You have to take me down with you.
Can we get on with it now?
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah.
You're actually asking me to get on with it, which is hilarious. That never happens.
These fart jokes have gotten stale. So, Louisa Air by Max Webb. Oh, wait. Wow, I'm sorry. I wasn't ready. Sorry, I still have my capo on, and that's not going to... I'm going to go for that B minor. It's going to sound like C sharp.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Can I just point out before we start, there's a couple of really choice chord changes in this I'm really enjoying. One of them is the G in the third bar, and the other one is the E minor in, where is it, the second half? The fourth or fifth bar of the second. Oh, I love that. That was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that was A+. Nice. Except for that goof I made coming in the second half. Did you hear that?
Yes.
You looked at me.
I did.
So what happened was, because I got it confused with another tune, which is the Old Salt Wind, and I had that running in my head because there's quite a similar lot of passages here, but it's one whole bar of B minor, one whole bar of A, and then one whole bar of G. So I went into that, I played half a bar of B minor, I went to the A, looked at you, realising something was wrong. You were looking back at me with an expression on your face going, something is wrong. Went,
what are you doing?
Oh, and I thought, wait, I've got to get that G back because that's where the juicy stuff happens. And then I hit the G and I was
But you know what? That was maybe also me putting off because I was ad-libbing the mill. I'm just throwing you a bone.
You weren't playing the dots?
I was just sort of, I always kind of ad-libbed the melody when we played more than once. Because I just can't. It's fun to do.
Yeah.
And speaking of chords, so you said your favourite chords before, but my favourite chords, so in the B section, how it goes to the B minor and A first.
Where are we?
In the B section. The first, and then the second time, kind of when we repeat the melody again, it goes B minor to D.
Yeah, brings in that relative major.
I just
That's
really
cool.
love that.
Can we play that part again?
The B section?
Yeah, just that B section. We'll stop on the E minor. Then we get the best of both worlds. Oh, no, you want to go through to the D.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay.
Can we do that?
You want to just play the whole B section again?
Oh, yeah, just once. Just for the listeners at home.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just us talking.
Okay, we'll play the B section.
Oh, you're so good to me, Emily. So good to me.
From the B section.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
I goofed up a bit there, but
nice.
No, yeah, that was cool. Yeah. If you're wondering what this chord is, folks, it's a B minor 9.
It's nice.
Oh, I've been getting into a bad habit of ending every single song with a 9.
But it sounds cool.
It does sound cool. That's why I do it. Yeah. That was Louisa's Air by Max Webb. He's great. I love Max Webb. He's amazing.
It's great because I feel like the chords actually really complement the melody really well.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's how you.
But I just feel like, I don't know, with this one it just really sings out. I don't know why. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it does. It does. I imagine Steve Gadd might have had something to do with those chords. There's a lot of B minor in it.
I don't know whether Steve had much to do with Max Webb's tunes.
Yeah.
Because Max Webb,
would he have written the chords in?
I think so.
Yeah. Is he still? He's not still alive, is he?
No, he died. I actually asked this question the other week. Yeah. No, he died because he was around in the. What was it when he worked? 60s, you were saying?
Yeah, I think so. 50s, 60s, around that. I imagine he would have been active in the 70s.
80s or 90s, maybe?
Yeah.
I have to ask. I have to find this out.
We really should. If we're going to do a podcast about Tasmanian folk music, we really should do our research. But then again, I really don't care. What's important to me...
It's more fun that way.
Yeah, the songs are alive. Yeah. That's the most important
tunes.
thing. And I think if we go back and exhume the graves and examine the bones... we're no better than that bloke who's got the statue down at Franklin Square.
But we should have a statue at Franklin Square.
We should.
Imagine that. That'd be hilarious.
Imagine that. Imagine if you got in a time machine, you come back 250 years later.
It'll just be, oh God, I can't.
And 250 years later, there's a statue of us and people parade their children out in front of it to be frightened. So if you don't behave yourself, the Wolfe and Thorn will get you.
The birds will come.
The birds there. She controls the birds,
They'll say your beard could predict the weather.
Yes, and it could also reach out and entangle you. A lot of sailors lost their lives in that beard of his. Couldn't escape. They were dragged down into the depths.
I think you've thought about this before.
Nah. I very rarely think things through.
It's hilarious.
Just go.
That's so funny. All right, look, we get another set of tunes. These are actually two of mine. I thought to self-indulge.
A+, folks.
Yeah. Thought to self-indulge today. Actually, the first tune we're going to play is an old jig of mine that I wrote a while ago, but I'm very notorious for not writing down my tunes.
You are?
Yeah.
I find that, frankly, a little surprising for the head of the Tasmanian Heritage Fiddle and such an accomplished music teacher as yourself. But I'm the one who has to write out all your dots.
Well, you didn't write out this one.
And I'm a banjo player.
No, I don't have a good there's a few reasons why I don't have a good composing pro program on my computer.
Like Music Score, which is free.
Yeah, I'm just... Anyway, I don't have a lot of patience to write down my tunes.
Now we're getting there.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of patience because I'm like, I don't want to do that. I get frustrated very quickly. If you want to see me get frustrated quickly, just put me in
come
front
and watch a Wolfe and Thorn gig.
No. Anyway, and so... But I really wanted... So basically I got a friend to do it and they didn't mind.
You got a friend to do it? Unbelievable.
Because I have friends that want to do stuff for me.
Why would you burden them?
But they didn't mind.
I've written a song, friend. Here, right. Here are the dots. I'm going to play these once. Listen.
They were more than happy to do it. Thank you very much. Didn't take too much convincing. Anyway, I finally wrote... this one's... on dots now, which is great.
So we've got two songs here. One is One Way Ticket and one is Raw Rosin, and you want to play these as a set.
Yep.
But One Way is in 6/8.
Yep.
And Raw Rosin's in 4/4.
Yep. We can totally do it.
I'll follow you.
I believe in you. You'll be fine. The really old tunes, I don't even really... there's not really a backstory with them. I remembered... Well, for me, when I was really in the mode of composing, I'd be like, all right, I want to write a jig and I don't want it to be in D or A. I want to put it in a different key. And I thought, what's a nice, and we don't get a lot of, flat key jigs with flats in it.
No.
Mostly.
Right.
Like, not really. Maybe in Scottish music a bit more, but not so much in the Irish stuff. And I thought, F is a nice key because it's one flat, because when you go to B flat stuff, well, if you have to play fast... Flat keys aren't the easiest, like it can be done, but it's a bit more.
I think a lot of beginner guitarists really struggle with B flat because it's the first one where you can't rely on open string notes. You've got to fret them off. And if you haven't developed that tactile control on your fretboard, it's quite a challenge. But once you get it down, budding guitarists who should change to a different instrument, once you get it down, it's quite rewarding.
Yeah, I mean, same for violin. Like if I'm teaching... we always start in major keys, like just because of the hand shape. But when you start putting in flats, that's changing. There's a different finger pattern. It's lowering for violin. That's lowering first finger on the A and E string, and that tends to be.
And I would imagine fairly close to the nut.
Yes, it is. So, and for when I'm teaching it, a lot of my students get stuck and they don't move the hand back up. So when they're moving to the D and the G is obviously not a low one. So it's just F's a good key.
But on the banjo, F is...
It's a pretty key too.
It is, because you got that 9 on top.
Oh, the 9th.
The 9 again.
Yeah. But F's a really pretty key. I like F. And it sounds really nice on fiddle. And then the Raw Rosin goes into the relative minor, which is D minor.
D minor.
So
we got that.
Which is really interesting because D minor, there's a lot more folky tunes in D minor, but not in F major. And fiddle players have a harder time playing F.
And that would be because
and they find it easier in D.
A Dorian minor mode, which the B is not flattened. But if we're playing natural minor or harmonic minor, the B would be flattened. Are you following along, people listening?
Follow up. Keep up.
Come on.
Which is really interesting because it's like we play this key more often, but it's probably that. And most of the time they don't... Well, they might not often...
Because if you're playing in Dorian, D minor Dorian, you're playing all the notes of C major, where there's no sharps or flats. Yeah. Whereas if you play Aeolian, which is natural minor, you're flattening the B flat. So, But I think when I just know from, sometimes in heritage or teaching it with my private students, if you put F, like they kind of freak out. It's like, F's fine because you've done it before. F off!
No. Thankfully, no one.
F and C.
You're terrible.
I am terrible.
I'm
very terrible, listeners.
But let's play the tune, hey?
Yeah. Let's do. Why don't we do that?
Yep.
What a novel idea.
What a novel. What a.
We should do a podcast.
What a twisted turn of events. I'm going to play the tune.
I'll follow you because I'm not real familiar with these, but I think I've played Raw Rosin a bit, but I haven't played One Way Ticket a lot.
No, you haven't. So maybe, we'll see how we go. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry. I was chasing you around there, sorry, trying to keep up. Okay, I'll tell you what I really love about this tune. So what you've got, because we're just talking about modes and stuff, and how Dorian minor, if the B is natural, but you've got a C sharp in there,
yes,
which is the 7th note of the major scale. And as all of you home kids know, that's the harmonic minor scale.
Yes.
So we're going normal minor, normal minor, normal minor, normal minor, and then she goes normal minor, harmonic minor, which is this little scale.
Can't help myself.
No, I've been really getting into the harmonic minor modes lately because on the banjo, the harmonic minor modes are over 2 frets.
Okay.
So you start on this fret, and go to the fret in front, and then down. And I've just been really getting into those lately.
They're pretty fun.
They're lots of fun. And there it is, right there. Now, and it can be quite juicy once you learn the tune and figure out where you're going.
That's a good tune.
It's a great tune, yeah.
It's banger.
Enjoyed it.
I'm actually playing more of my tunes now, which is kind of nice because I just sort of, because I played them, I wrote them for a group that I played in for many years, still do, but we just don't play very much. So then I just sort of didn't use them out of that. And then I was like, oh, well, I want to play my tunes. And and it's good. So
why didn't you?
I don't know. I think I just felt that they just belonged in that.
Elsewhere?
Well, just in the group that I wrote them in, going because they were arranged and stuff. But then I just thought of when I was playing with other people, I was like, oh, I have nice waltzes. Like I actually, part of me is proud of my tunes because I haven't written for a while now. So it's just, and then of course when I write them down, makes a big difference. So I've actually got them most.
I was giving Emily a look then.
You were giving me a look. I've actually. Now, because I wrote not only One Way Ticket, I also did another tune of mine, Baked Spud, and Far From Home. So I've gotten, I think nearly all my tunes are nearly written, like the ones that I actually want to play a lot. There's probably there's probably 2 that I want to write down. Like one's really hoedowny, good times. Yeah. And I want to write that one down.
What's that one?
That's Toppings.
Oh, yeah.
I want to write that one down. Oh, and there's another reel of mine I actually want to write down. That's not what I expected. There's one. I want to write that one down. So maybe I'll get my friend back and we'll do that.
I can write them down. I've written down your tunes.
Yeah. You have to come here, though, and just bring your laptop and we'll write them down.
Yeah. Okay. I'm into that. I quite enjoy.
Oh, do you feel left out that I didn't ask you?
Do I?
Yeah.
No, I'm quite used to that feeling by now, Emily.
I could ask you, but I just thought you're too busy with being full-time.
I am busy, but for you, Emily, for the right price, I'll do it. No, but
how about some Yostaberry juice?
All right, deal. You heard it here, folks. It's a verbal contract.
All right, you help me write down
40 litres of your finest Yostaberry juice.
40 litres.
Chin, folks.
All right.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it tastes like sunshine.
It does.
It tastes like sunshine and possum urine.
Oh.
No, possum urine is quite nice.
That's weird. Because I was about to say it's good when you have a cold, but I'm like, I don't want to say.
Yeah, no, burns it right out of you. Burns it right out. It's good when you got a cold because you can't smell it, but it hits the back of your throat, folks, and it cleans you right up.
You're disgusting.
And possum hepatitis isn't transferable, so. Now, come on.
Come on now. Come on.
I quite enjoy, I really enjoy writing down tunes, and I will make it a point to try and, if I come up with something, I'll sit there, whether I turn it into a song or not, I'll try and write down the dots I'm playing.
I'll have to come to you because it'll be on your computer. All right, I'll have to come out to you.
You could if you wanted to. And the reason why I do that is because it really improves my playing, and because I didn't start off, most folk people don't start off, especially if I'm on banjo, don't start off being note readers. So for me, overcoming that hurdle was huge. My theory was really good, but my sight reading was terrible.
Paddy Riley, who's a composer that we've played her stuff before, that's the reason why she started to write music, was to help with her reading. And
I recommend that to any student, just to have a go, just try and write it down. Especially if nowadays you've got no excuse because you've got programs like MuseScore, which is free.
Yeah.
And you can write it down and play it back to yourself. And if it doesn't sound right, you've got to correct it and figure out, that's what the dotted quaver into the semi-quaver is, and that's what the triplet feel is. I
mean, I've got a program now on my iPad that's kind of usable, I mean, but like I said, I think I'm the type of person that's good to bounce off with someone else when it comes to writing and theoretical.
What's the program you got on that you're using?
I don't know what it is. It's just something free on my iPad. It does work because I use it for writing stuff for school.
Right.
But yes, when it comes to my tunes, I think because my tunes always come up weird bars or I just get a bit nervous. I think it's my own. That's my Achilles heel, I suppose. I just sort of get a bit nervous when it comes to.
Well, practice, mate. Practice.
Well, look, I need a friend to do it with. I just need a friend. Yeah, I do.
You do.
Okay, that's basically what I...
Right, well, don't come looking at me without your berry juice. But no, I'm just joking. What was I going to say? I had a thought. It's gone probably worthless. Anyway, it's probably one of those possum piss thoughts. Forget it.
Well, we have one last tune to play.
We do have one last tune to play.
And this is not Tassie. It's actually, it's a klezmer tune.
It's going to get us a copyright strike.
Oh, yeah, probably will.
Probably will. Because the last public domain klezmer tune we played, we got numerous letters from Jewish lawyers in New York saying, "Oy vey, cease and desist." Yep. I was like,
What?
We can't read. We're Tasmanians. We can barely read, mate.
Speak slower.
Yeah. What?
What? Send a bird.
You want to stop? I can't hear over the sound of my banjo. Sorry. Can you come back later?
Come back later. I'll put the kettle on. We'll talk over a yarn.
Yeah. I'll pour you out a nice big cup of berry juice.
Not possum piss.
No. We'll save that till you're accustomed to the harsh Australian conditions.
That's right. So, yeah, we've got one last tune. And I think we've discussed so many interesting topics today.
This tune, now, we're starting off, how'd you tell me to do it? Apart from play all the right notes? Yeah. Start off what? Sparse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then go crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically. So, and to recap with upcoming gigs, if you are if you're available, if you're interested.
If you're listening to this around the start of July 2022.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next weekend we have a gig. We're playing at Huon Valley Midwinter Festival.
Tickets on sale now.
Tickets are on sale. We're on Saturday at 2:15.
The Huon Valley Midwinter Festival is quite a cracking little festival.
It's great.
It's particularly family friendly as far as pagan sacrifice festivals go. The blood sacrifices are really entertaining, and if you want to, your kids can sign up for those, but they're optional.
I just remember with Jalen.
Now we've got to tell this because if you go back to last episode, Jalen is a Murray Aboriginal from up in Queensland. And he'd never been, because I'm being one of those post-60s throwback white fellas in the counterculture thing.
Yep.
So they're running around with their shaman outfits and their face paintings, and Jalen was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, and he was like, "Normally in that situation, you find another black fella," and he goes, "But there was no black fellas, just all your white mobs with your burning
and stuff." And you know what it's like when white fellas start burning things. It's particularly
it's a bit much.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
Which is very, of course.
But I was so chuffed to share that with him.
It would be weird.
Yeah.
Because we just accept it. We're like, it would actually go.
Yeah, and you can accept it, and because it is like that culture that sort of all those pagan traditions have survived the Christian onslaught.
Yeah.
And if you sort of scratch the surface, you'll find freaks like me there that are well versed in astrology and well versed in pre-Christian mythology or postmodern pre-Christian.
I'll be over in the normal tent drinking mulled cider.
Mate, I'll be out with the freaks, casting charts, doing spells, going nuts.
If you want to hang out with me, you just chill out with me, and we'll talk to the birds.
Yeah. Well, I'll eat some of those mushrooms and go off in the hills for 2 days. And
yeah, I know. We'll be like, "Where's Carl?" We don't know. We'll just wait when
listen for the banjo in the wilderness. There he is.
If the wind's blowing the right way, you'll hear it. Dearie me.
A banjo player arrives neither late, but exactly on time. Neither late nor early.
He's exactly when he's supposed to.
Exactly when he's supposed to.
That's hilarious. Good quote there. All right, well, let's.
What are we talking about? What's going on? This is the last song we're playing.
Yeah, this is. Let's take it out with what's it called again?
Well, the letters I have in front of me.
Yeah, I just can't read it upside down.
Araba Tanz. That's right. Araber Tanz, Tanz. And the quote we have, the composer note we have on it is traditional Yemeni Jewish song.
Yep.
So, yeah.
It's a cracker.
I absolutely love klezmer music.
Yep.
I love it because of those Phrygian, those harmonic mode. I was going to say Phrygian dominant modes, but...
Yep, and this is a new one. Again, just been trying to really fishing for new stuff. So this is a really nice new one. Are you ready?
All right, I'm ready.
Nice.
Thank you. That was Tanz, a klezmer tune that we just learned.
Yep.
We have appropriated from someone else's culture. Thank you very much. Look, if you're thinking there's something obscure about Tassie folk people playing some klezmer music, just let it be known that we have the oldest surviving synagogue.
We do.
In the world here in Tasmania.
Which street is it on? That street.
No, it's the one with the Indian shop. You know that bloke who
Isn't it behind the police station?
The bloke that used to wear that red jumper. You know his cousin, right? You know the one that had the car accident. Well, she. Remember that time she left a bag of books there and put it in the paper and said, "I left my books there." It's in the street 2 blocks down from that one. If you go around the right.
I oddly am half following this. Yeah, I know where it is because it's down. It's around the corner from the police station.
Yeah,
I know where it is.
Excellent.
Good-o.
Fantastic. Look, thanks for tuning in, folks. We're sorry we're a bit late with this podcast. We're sorry
That's all Carl's fault.
Sort of. I've just become too successful.
Oh, what a shame.
You are getting this podcast for free, though, should I remind you?
Yeah, so just, be thankful.
If you want to contribute to the podcast, we will take payments. We'll take cigarettes, jewellery, Yosterberry juice, credit cards.
Credit card numbers.
Yeah, anything. Or look, just make us an offer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just throw it out there.
Yeah. What was I going to say? No, that's right. Before you rudely interrupted me, we're very sorry this is late. We are struggling along with trying to get this album down. There's been all sorts of crazy things and changes happening this year, so thanks for being patient with us.
Yep.
We do try to pump one out once a month. We're sort of going to slide a bit now. Hopefully we'll get one out by the end of this month, but who knows what the future will be.
Who knows?
I shall consult the beard and the birds. Birds, tell me.
I'll have a chat with them.
You have a chat with them.
We'll work it out. All right. Well, hopefully we might see you next week at Midwinter.
Yeah.
Come to our gigs.
Come down to Midwinter.
Please come.
Come on, you'll love it. It's
watch
great.
white people burn stuff.
It's like Dark Mofo but homemade.
That's terrible.
It's not. It's true. It's beautiful. I love it.
It's beautiful. It is great.
I love it, you know? It's like Dark Mofo but with about a quarter of the security. That doesn't mean you can come down and do what you like.
No.
It just means it's more cozier.
It's more cozy. It's more friendly.
In Tasmania, we rely on the look rather than the security agent. That bloke over there is doing something wrong. Give me a look.
Probably less mainlanders being surprised that you're local. We'll see.
Well, because Dark Mofo is the one that all the international and mainland people go to.
Yeah.
But Huon Midwinter Feast, you've got to be committed for that one.
Yep.
Because it's not
cold.
It's not on the pavement. It's not on the lovely asphalt.
No. It's
in
muddy.
The mud. Wear gumboots.
Yep, it's muddy. And it's been raining a bit, so
It's
yeah.
It's going to be a sloshy one.
It's going to be a slosh.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. All right. We'll leave it here.
Hooroo.
Hooroo.